insane. You keep it so loud that we speaking your refrain. Adam Story's got a point if you let him explain. It's the pun of all puns, get a pun with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein, 9 minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane.
And 3, 2, and we're back. Welcome to the sweet sounds of the Metalheaded God podcast. I'm your host Adam, and sitting next to me is
Kyle. How y'all doing?
And over there on the far right with the red shirt is...
I would be to your left, but it is Kevin Smith.
Well, visually on my right. You're on his left.
Your left too.
Technically, but I'm facing. He's on my
okay.
left. He's more to my left. You're more to my.
Okay, we being technical.
God damn. Well, you being technical. I'm calling it like I see it.
Love it.
I don't ask for all this bullshit.
Sometimes
quit
the
this
bullshit
podcast.
just comes. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we're gonna start with something that Wayne and I forgot to mention on the last episode. That I don't know why I forgot because I was a big fan. But Don Rickles died.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, he's definitely that much older class of comedian, but he was the type of like. There's not a whole lot of like comics that other comics look at. You want to meet that person. There was like Robin Williams, Richard Pryor, you know, Red Fox is definitely an older generation comic that everybody wanted to know. You know, and Don Rickles was older than. Was he older than Red Fox?
They were probably like what?
They were probably contemporaries
because they both was on the little Friars Club thing.
Oh yeah,
together.
Yeah, but Rickles, he was like, you know, they got Jeff Ross. They call the roast master now, but Rickles was Jeff Ross long before Jeff Ross was like a gleam in his daddy's nut. You know, and I sort of got to meet him one time. They had this old TV show back when NBC used to do, what was it? Thank God It's Thursdays or whatever the fuck it was. Like with Seinfeld and Friends, like the must-see TV, I think they called it.
Must-see TV.
They had this show for Jonathan Silverman, who was like a B-list 80s actor. Like everybody knew who he was, and he started doing TV. And so he had this weird show, and I was in LA, and this was during high school, and they wanted to do back when they used to have more audiences in TV shows, and the cheapest one was like the Jonathan Silverman show, whatever it was called. I don't even remember what it was called. But Don Rickles was guesting on that show that particular day, and while we were waiting in line backstage, like Rickles kind of like tapped on the producer's shoulder and was like, "Yeah, my daughter's getting married, so I need to get out of here." And I mean, he said nothing to me. He didn't even look in my direction. But I remember being 17, just being like 5 feet away from Don Rickles, and I guarantee I was the only person in my class that gave a shit. But I was like, holy fuck, that was Don Rickles. Because the only other celebrity we saw out there was, did y'all ever watch Drew Carey show?
Yeah. I love the Drew Carey show.
Mimi was at the movies.
Mimi.
We went to the movies, and Mimi was walking out, and we were like, holy shit, that's Mimi. Her name's like something Kennedy. Can't think of her name. But you just know it was Mimi.
She didn't have this stupid ass makeup on, huh?
No.
But y'all could tell that it was her.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, big. I don't think I could tell it was her without that makeup on.
I think I'd be
you just a fat chick.
She's got a recognizable face. Like, you don't think about it with that. Yeah, because it's, you know, I mean, it would take you a second. Like, if you was if we weren't walking right past her, we wouldn't have known. If she was like over on the other side of the hallway.
She like a big chick.
Yeah, she would just, and she's kind of one of those unfortunate fat women that are kind of short, so they just look round.
Like a Melissa McCarthy.
No, Melissa McCarthy's not quite.
No, like a Laura Beth Denberg.
Yes. Poor Laura Beth.
Is that her real name?
Laura Beth Denberg with vital information for your everyday
life.
They used to have her dancing in the fucking background. She big and shit.
She was on Dodgeball. She fell on Justin Long's head.
Yeah, you told me that, and I didn't even know that was her.
Yeah, she's really big. Made that sloshing noise.
I missed all that. They had like that was a song that you would kind of dance to in your seat when it would come on.
The Brat. Mm-hmm.
But just to get back to, really sad to hear because there's not too many celebrities. And don't get me wrong, I hate that fake crying stuff when a celebrity dies, where everybody's like, like when Prince died. No offense to anybody who likes Prince, but all those people that were like, me and my friends stayed up all night and we just listened to every album, and we were just like, I can't believe that he died.
It's a lot of listening.
Yeah. Shut up.
Did you really do that, or you just telling me?
No, I know people that said.
No, I'm saying these people that said this.
Did
they really do this?
I'm sure they did.
Or are they just saying that they did this? Fuck you that you sat in your room and listened to a goddamn Prince album.
Yeah.
If you listen to the entire album, fuck you. How about that? Just one. If you listen to one in your room and cried that entire album, not just like one or two songs, fuck you.
What they meant was the greatest hits. They wanted to listen to those 9 songs.
Okay.
That's
you can listen to the greatest hits, but bitch, you better not cry every last song. Prince ain't pay your light bill, motherfucker.
If
like,
anything,
you crying over some damn Prince.
You're gonna buy a Prince album.
That's like motherfuckers walking around crying over Michael Jackson. Oh, bitch, Michael Jackson didn't like you. You too old.
He also touched kids.
Yeah, you ain't crying for that shit.
Those kids cried because they were thinking about when he was touching them. Can you imagine, like, Prince dying and you go home to your house and you're sad and you're like, let me put on Little Red Corvette 19 times.
No, that's too much. Not 19. Maybe 3 times.
And you cried like Little Red Corvette.
I don't seriously see you going home and purposely putting on a Prince song. Like, if that bitch plays on the radio in passing, you'd be like, he's dead.
Yeah.
But I ain't going home and look through my catalog to find a goddamn Prince record to put on so I could weep to.
You don't hear me playing a whole bunch of George Carlin over and over. I mean,
I got to see him before he died, too.
Did you get to see Sucky George Carlin on his way out, George Carlin?
I'll be honest with you. He was pretty decent, but it was sad because there wasn't that many people. That's the thing. Like, when you're an artist, you're worth more to people dead than you are alive.
But
like Elvis, Elvis wasn't the king of rock and roll when he died, huh?
Wasn't George Carlin still doing the road?
I saw him in Biloxi at the at Beau Rivage, which to be fair is a nice casino, but it's still Biloxi, Mississippi.
But he wasn't a resident of Biloxi, Mississippi? He didn't have like
I think he would have blown his brains out if he lived in Biloxi, Mississippi.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have a every Thursday. It's George. No.
Nah.
He was going from club to club, so he was still doing the road.
Like I said, they were you worth more to them dead than you're alive. Yeah.
Now, see,
the best thing that Mitch Hedberg did was die. He wasn't that famous when he was alive. When he died, everybody and their mama acts like, oh, my favorite comedian is Mitch Hedberg. My favorite comedian is not Mitch Hedberg. I'm one of
mine.
Really?
Yeah, you don't like the
I can see you have a little bit of influence from that. I can see a little bit.
I like it just because he's a one-liner, and shit, one-liner is difficult. He's a really good one-liner. I like a Stephen Wright one-liner. I don't care for Stephen Wright.
See, Stephen Wright is a god to me.
See, there you go. That's different. That's two different dynamics.
Stephen Wright, the spilled spot remover on my dog. Yeah, now he's gone.
Yeah,
that dude.
Yeah, I don't care for his one-liners, man. It's so dry.
I'm all about that. Dude, it's the same shtick. It's just one's high and one's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You like the presentation better, but would there be a Mitch Hedberg if there was no Stephen Wright?
Yeah, true.
And granted, they're probably only about 10 years apart, but
Mitch Hedberg,
Wright affected a lot of people out in Boston. But whatever. But yeah, I am sad.
Hedberg was on MTV though.
So
He's also on.
That's a whole lot more people than
So
just
was Denis
Boston.
Leary, and that don't mean he didn't steal from what was his name? Bill Hicks.
Act like Denis Leary didn't get famous as fuck.
Oh no, he was very famous. Hey, look,
Remember when they?
I don't care about Bill Hicks at all, but I love myself some Demolition Man. I don't know why I said myself. That was weird.
What's his name? Denis Leary in Monday Night Football.
I don't know. I don't watch football.
I don't watch football either. But this was a catastrophe. Why would you put Denis Leary announcing like next to John Madden?
I do remember that.
Yes, it was fucking
Didn't
horrible.
he get fired quickly?
Yes.
Okay. Because he didn't know anything about football.
He just talking shit.
But, they do hire Frank Caliendo. It works with, like, Fox Sports. But,
But Frank Caliendo knows football.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
He could turn into John Madden.
Mike Ditka here.
I saw him recently. He was over in Lake Charles. Me and my buddy went out there.
Speaking of meeting people, fucking the roast master Jeff Ross had a secret show down here at Siberia.
What?
Yeah, fucking Jeff Ross. Goddamn it, Andrew show. Eric Andre.
That name sounds familiar.
Motherfuckers just showed up.
Yeah, it was at Siberia a few Mondays ago.
I would have killed to see Jeff Ross.
There was a
Like
line
you
outside.
heard when they had the All-Star game? How fucking T.I. and
fucking who else with T.I.? He had a lot of people.
the comedian T.I. and
There's a comedian in T.I.? I know the rapper.
No,
not
T.I. the rapper and Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah.
Just walking into places and just like, fuck it, this our place. And T.I. threw a concert, Dave Chappelle just walking around in the crowd doing jokes.
He's pretty far up there in somebody. I probably should have spent this money to see Dave Chappelle, but it's just, money gets tight and you're just like,
pretty good.
Well, I haven't seen the specials yet, but I heard he went on when Chris Rock was in town. Dave Chappelle showed up and they did like a really weird show.
90-minute tandem
Yeah,
set.
where they weren't even doing bits. They were just talking like, at one point, Chappelle just starts asking Chris Rock to be honest about his marriage. And Chris Rock like starts getting real heavy and talking about his mistakes as a father and a man.
Oh shit.
And Dave Chappelle was just like, man, y'all got a real weird show tonight.
Them motherfuckers got way too high and just forgot that they had an audience in front of them and was just talking like they was in the living room or some shit. Like, hey,
you know what?
You take care of your kids? No, I don't take care of them at all.
Here's the thing, though. I don't mind that. That's
pretty good, Dave.
Comedy on some level, just like I always say with podcasting, whenever I'm invited to somebody that's looking to get into it, I always say it's all, you got to be sincere. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're doing a bit. It can't just be putting on shit. You have to be sincere in what you're doing. I think comedy, even when you're doing bits and like even if you're telling somebody else's story, there has to be some sincerity to it. It can't just be like you faking it for the audience. So like and I'm not a Chris Rock fan at all, but to see two comedy legends up there just being real on stage, you look, we can watch right now. I got Netflix. We can watch Dave Chappelle's specials, but you cannot turn on that TV and listen to Chris Rock talk about how he should have been a better husband. You ain't never gonna see that again. So
in the
I
moment
say,
times, those are always the best.
Yeah, and they did comedy too, but like there's certain things that you only gonna see once in your life, and I'll pay for that. I'll pay for the chance to see something nobody else will see. For somebody I like.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Chris Rock growing up either because I didn't understand because I was young. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Now it's just funny. But back then, I was like, man, this shit dumb. What the fuck is he talking about?
The only thing I've ever liked that he did was what was the movie with, huh?
Oh, the movie.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about his special.
No.
Bigger Black.
I Think I Love My Wife.
No. Fuck no.
I enjoyed that movie.
No, the one
New
where
Jack City.
The one where he became president. I didn't even know he was in New Jack City.
Oh, that one?
I've never seen New Jack City.
I know which one you're talking about.
He was Pookie in New Jack City. He was a crackhead.
I mean,
I think that's where he got his start as Pookie the crackhead.
He was in Pootie Tang too.
Pootie Ta, because he made up Pootie Tang.
I know, but no, the movie where he was president, I kind of enjoyed that. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
I remember, but I don't know the name of it.
I think it was like Head of State or something like that.
Oh, that might have been.
And it was him and
they had a meme that was just on Facebook where Bernie Mac said, "This is me coming into work and you asking me questions before I get my coffee." Bernie Mac stepping off that train, just smacking people. Bomb. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Mac, they made you bomb. Shut up.
That's a comedian that died that affected me because I love Bernie Mac.
Yeah. How did he die?
Didn't he have like a heart thing?
Oh, yeah. Nobody knows.
I don't know how Don Rickles died either. I just know he's dead.
Don Rickles died. Yeah. But who dies of pneumonia at that age? Everybody was trying to say, oh, he had AIDS. And then somebody came out and was like, hey, how about you just let him be dead? Let it be pneumonia and let him be dead. Don't throw all this other stuff into it. And I was like, no, he had AIDS. That's why he died from the pneumonia. He couldn't fight it off. Hey, what did I say? He died of pneumonia. Leave it alone, man. Everywhere I looked, they had people saying that he had AIDS, and then I seen this one person was like, "Hey, leave that shit alone." See, he died of pneumonia. He died of pneumonia.
My feelings got hurt for a second. I thought you were saying like, "You're not a real fan. You don't know how he died." I was like, "No, I don't know how he died." What?
No, Don Rickles died because he was old.
The only comedian I know how he died was Robin Williams. And actually, I don't even know how he killed himself.
That was something.
That was another one that everybody acted like they were crushed. I remember, I'm not going to name names, but there was let's call her a comedian locally that went out to an open mic the night Robin Williams died and was like, it was really great to be there with those comedians.
A local comedian?
She's not really a comedian, but she went to an open mic that they had a bunch of locals at, and she was like, you could tell that they were hurting. I was like, I doubt it. Like
that all the comedians at the open mic were hurting because Robin Williams was dead. I want people to stop this fake emotion behind famous people that you just grew up watching that you got to be like, oh, boo-hoo about.
Mm-hmm. Ben, in 2016 was filled with that. David Bowie, like, oh, me and my girlfriend spent all night just crying our eyes out, listening to China Doll.
You and your girlfriend? I don't think David Bowie would have appreciated that. You had to throw like a dude and some other fucking shit in there with it.
Maybe an emu?
Yeah, like some forest animals or some shit. Crying for fucking David Bowie. He wouldn't have cried for your ass.
Oh, man. No, I'm with you. I don't. I understand. Like somebody, like I said, Don Rickles affected me. I'm sad that he died, but I ain't gonna fucking cry about it. I forgot to mention it on the last episode.
What movie was Bowie in? Just Labyrinth?
No, he did a few things. I'm not a big Bowie fan either. I like maybe one or two songs he does, but I don't.
Hey, I respect him because you went from first fucking dudes to pulling a supermodel and keeping her. I mean, she is shaped like a thin basketball player, but whatever. You still pulled a supermodel.
I mean,
I'm like,
look,
hey, you that forceful type of gay that was just like, oh, well, I'm gonna give me a bitch now, whatever. There's
a lot of people that I respect that I don't necessarily care for though.
No. I don't think I'd sit down and like drive somewhere and just rock out to David Bowie. I don't.
No. I mean, maybe if it was 1982, because there wasn't as much on the air. Still
don't think I would rock out.
I wouldn't either. But I'm just saying, for the sake of argument, I can see maybe people did that when he came out, came out so to speak. But I think you and I have had this discussion, and I have this theory that famous people aren't necessarily gay or straight. They just fuck whatever they want because they can.
Yeah.
Because they just get bored and they just like.
It's not famous people. It's rich people. Rich people just want to get their nut. No matter where their nut come from, just get their nut. Because why? Because I can.
Well, but I think you got to be a certain kind of rich. Because money
kind.
Does give you power, but it depends on how much you have, how much power you get. Whereas fame, you don't even have to be that rich. If you're famous, people will give you stuff. People will do things for you. You just show up and people are like, I would like to fuck you. Can I? You know? And if it happens enough times, I'm sure those people just get bored and just go, can we bring a dog into this? Like,
let's get a puppy.
But see, you got to be a certain kind of rich to bring a dog into this. You got to be Janet Jackson's scammer husband rich.
Let's get a basset.
You got to be able to have somebody killed if you fuck a dog, basically.
I think Janet Jackson's husband could have somebody killed.
We need a basset house.
Y'all don't think that's ironic that Janet Jackson broke up with her husband 5 years and 3 months, and her fucking prenup was that she get half after 5 years? I think it took 3 months to write up the papers.
I'll be honest with you. I never thought about the fact that Janet Jackson even had a husband.
What? She just had a baby at like 50-something.
I think I did.
Now, if this baby is not fucking deformed or retarded, man, you know what kind of money that is?
First of all, it's from the Jackson family. It's absolutely retarded. There's no...
And people gonna say that Janet actually loved this dude. First of all, let's use some common sense. Janet was a Jehovah's Witness all her life. That's one end of the spectrum. Her husband is a Muslim on the other end of the spectrum.
Islam.
This is all adding up. I'm remembering some of this.
And then these two come together. You gonna tell me that, this is gonna be successful? First of all, she's famous as fuck. And was going on a tour. Then she had to stop a tour, I think, because she was pregnant or some shit. But you think this Muslim dude was just about to let her go gallivanting across the world singing and shit? No. I'm a billionaire. Give a fuck about your songs. You better stay here with me. I didn't think that shit was going to work at all. When I heard the 5-year prenup, I was like, we're going to see something in 5 years. And look what happened. I thought she missed it. Because I was like, man, that shit ain't been 5 years. I just heard about that like not too long ago. My wife looked it up. We heard about it 4 years ago. But they kept it a secret for a whole year. Bang, Janet wins again. What, you get half of a billionaire's money?
But she has to have an ungodly amount of money already.
Yes. So that's a big fuck you to you. Dumb guy that's a billionaire. I bet you're not a billionaire no more.
I'm saying,
you're just a millionaire now.
But I'm saying, at some point, unless you're just giving money away, there's only so much money you can really spend.
Yeah, after you get to I think it's like $3 billion. $3 billion and $9 billion
I'll be honest
really doesn't matter to one person.
I don't think I could spend more than $1 billion. Because you can buy an island for $1 billion.
You're fucking nuts.
You can buy an island for less.
And then you could put every bad bitch in the world on that island. You could spend $1 billion.
Yeah, but once I got them on my island, I'm going to put up an electric fence, and then what they're going to do? They can't get out.
You have to pay to people to just look the other way at your kidnapping these bad bitches shit that you doing.
No, because I'm on an island. I can buy some sharks, and I can...
What?
I got a plan.
People ain't gonna get to you because they got sharks in the water.
Not for those bitches. This ain't some adventure quest. They don't get to walk away with them if they get saved.
What I'm saying, am I wrong saying that people should have known that this was gonna happen with Janet? Because how did Janet just pop up with this billionaire Arabic dude?
Look, it's the Jackson
and get married to him.
Jackson family has two things in common. One, they're incredibly talented. Two, they're fucked up. So, and three, they're rich. Except for what's the one nobody likes? The other sister.
Oh, the psychic one.
Can't think of her name.
Latoya.
Except for her.
Latoya, the one that got the Vegas show.
Tito might be poor too.
Tito be in and out. Tito be doing reality shows and shit.
Where are these? I've never seen these.
Man, they had a reality show that was coming out called The Jacksons. I don't
but
know.
Didn't they get canceled or something? I don't think they ever came out.
Did Joe die?
No, Joe's still alive.
Joe's still alive?
Yeah, I think he's still alive.
The mama's still alive too, because I think that's why they blaming. That's why her and Janet and the dude broke up because of something with the mama. Whatever.
I don't think
all of them Jacksons still
alive.
alive.
Parents.
All of them people still alive,
except for Michael.
Yep. Except for Michael.
Yeah.
What anybody know about Reby? Who? See? Y'all didn't even know they had a Reby Jackson. You just know about 5 of them.
First of all, I didn't even know that was a name.
Janet ain't one of the 5. Just remember, they had the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Janet's not one of those 5. Man, they had a lot of kids. Joe did a lot of fucking. They got another brother that wasn't in the Jackson 5, like a little one, And then they got Rebe. They got LaToya, Janet, Rebe. I think that's the 3 girls. And they got the Jackson 5.
I wonder if that's who.
And one other little motherfucker that I don't know who he is.
I wonder if Joe just had them so he could beat kids when they were on stage.
You're like, man, if I break one of their arms, I can replace them with this one that I had 3 years after he came.
Janet's weird, though, because, like, she was one of the most gorgeous women on the planet up to, like, maybe 10, 12 years ago. And now she's just kind of...
She's old, dude. She just...
No, it ain't the age, though.
What's wrong with her?
Well, first of all, black people tend to age.
What's wrong with Janet? Last time you seen Janet publicly was that last movie.
No, the last time I think I
Get Married
was when a fucking nipple came out, and you would think that I would be excited to see that.
That movie came out after that.
Really?
Why did I get married too, or whatever it was? Wasn't it Janet's husband? Didn't he die in a car wreck or something? The baby died, and then somebody died in a car wreck.
I didn't see that movie.
Okay, you didn't see that. Well, that's just
how many people did? Let's be honest.
I saw it because I was black. You have to go.
I saw it.
God damn it. The only one I haven't seen is Medea Boo, and I know it's going to creep into my fucking eyesight.
It's hilarious.
See? He didn't watch it.
I watched it.
It's because you're black.
But there's good black movies and there's bad black movies.
And you have to watch the bad ones.
I've seen Jumping the Broom. I enjoyed it. I had to have it explained to me, but I enjoyed it.
Have you seen any of the Dolomites?
No, I wanted to see the last one.
That was
when he was shooting lightning, but I never got around to it. And the only reason I wanted to see it was because he was shooting lightning.
The action scenes was so marvelous.
Like literally, it was like a Marvel movie because Thor shoots lightning too.
No, this dude came nowhere near your face, kicking and punching, and you was getting knocked out. I guess the wind from these punches was doing it.
When you reach a certain level of karate, you know. Didn't they teach y'all that? Y'all took karate.
No, they don't. They don't teach you to wind punch people and knock them out.
You went to the wrong class then.
Oh, I guess I did.
I guess you need to go to Earth, Wind, and Fire karate.
Oh. On a lighter note, on a much happier note, y'all remember them DC girls?
Yeah. Speaking of taking women.
You remember all them DC girls that went missing?
Mm-hmm. Are the ones in Africa?
No,
the ones that went to Africa?
The DC girls?
The District of Columbia, capital, motherfucker.
You talking about the 200 girls?
No, that is 200 girls in Africa. Fuck them. Talking about the DC girls in America.
Okay, I don't know about these.
It was like 14 DC girls that got taken. Oh, you don't know about this, but you know about this.
Yeah.
So what did you think? That somebody was just in a couple of days, somebody snatched up 14 chicks?
Man, I was here now that some of them just are runaways and shit.
Yes, they would just run. Some of them were just runaways. Some of them pictures that they put up were like 3 years old from people that ran away. Social media just ran with it like, 14 girls missing. Like somebody snatched them all up in the same day. And then they got on the media. It was like, why isn't the news covering this? It was like, man, why don't y'all do your fucking research? Fucking black people using the damn library.
I'm sorry. You just said this is a good note, and then you talk about, I guess because they didn't get kidnapped.
They didn't get kidnapped. They ran away. So that's a good note. So
what you're saying, instead of being sold into sex slavery,
because some people might have still been
prostitutes.
out there mad thinking about, they still ain't talking about these DC girls. They ain't never said they found these DC girls, man.
Okay.
Some of them ran away.
We mentioned it.
Like sometimes, like something like that. If 14 girls disappeared suddenly, that's national news. I probably should have heard about it. But sometimes they turn stuff that's not national news. It's just local news. Like one person got kidnapped, and like you hear about it, and they got kidnapped in Pennsylvania. And you're like, I don't know why I need to know this. There's no chance that girl is all the way in New Orleans. You know, if she is, then I'm very sorry. I'll keep my eye out. But that seems a long way to take somebody. I mean, this is not 1808. They are not sending her to Zimbabwe by boat. You know,
This is 1808.
they putting on a plane. What?
But this is 1808.
Yes, your address.
Don't give away my address. It's just a number. One that just said it.
How the hell did you subconsciously just throw out the year 1808?
I don't know. I was looking for an 1800 number in 08.
It's all my fault because I asked you earlier.
Yeah, probably so. I'm gonna blame you for everything anyway.
That's why I was thinking about it. Man, you know, Subway, you can make pizzas there. They're amazing.
You can't
really?
Make pizza at Subway.
See, I don't know. I'll eat Subway, but I don't know about trying. Look, when they started doing breakfast one day, I was like, that breakfast looks good. Oh, I was shitting for an hour. I don't know what that girl did to that. It was just eggs, cheese, and bacon.
The egg whites. You got eggs, cheese, and bacon?
Yes.
I usually get the steak.
On what, a flatbread or on a sandwich?
No, on a
sandwich. It was on a hoagie roll.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole lot of
bread.
Bread
mayonnaise on that thing?
Cheese and bacon.
Yeah, mayonnaise on it?
No. Why would you put mayonnaise on eggs?
Because it's a sandwich.
You just seem like you put a lot of mayonnaise on stuff.
Wow.
Me?
Yeah. You like mayonnaise?
No. I've eaten things with mayonnaise before, but I'm not a mayonnaise
Wayne
person.
a mayonnaise guy? Wayne like mayonnaise, huh?
I love Wayne like a brother, but I don't know what the fuck he eats.
Rum like mayonnaise.
I don't know what my actual brother eats. I could, if you ask me right now, if you put a gun to my head and says, "Does he like mayonnaise and mustard?" I have no idea.
You need to know those things, man.
I'm gonna just say yes and hope he does because I don't want to die.
Fucking mayonnaise.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about trying Subway for different. I mean, yeah, it could have just been a fluke, but you know, that's the way it goes. Like you got one chance, and if I gotta shit myself, like after I eat your food, that's.
I had a filet. I went to Florida, and I had a filet mignon out there, and I was shitting the whole week.
On a filet mignon?
Not the whole week, but the rest of the day.
Because what you told them to cook it at?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Everybody can't get medium rare right.
And shit.
Yeah, but usually when people get medium rare wrong, most of the time it's overcooked.
Yeah.
Some people might undercook it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, even when they undercook, I mean, it depends on how because I can't eat it if it's rare. If it's straight up rare, I mean, I'm pretty much done because
seared sides.
It's so chewy. You know, I want it tender. I like it to be hot pink and brown on the outside. I'm trying not to make it sound sexual,
like a vagina reference.
Sound, you know.
But sometimes vagina references need to happen.
It's just as tasty, you know, and just as expensive. But
very expensive.
But no, I always get my steak medium rare.
Medium rare.
Medium rare.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You got yours medium rare.
I got my medium rare. Yeah.
But
I'm thinking medium rare.
I've never been sick as a result.
I wasn't sick. I just had
medium.
I just had a lot of shitting.
I can't. The problem with medium is they almost always
cook it overcook.
Because honestly, even when I get a medium rare, 90% of the time, unless
it's
you go to a
medium or
steakhouse,
some shit like that.
Yeah, or just not even medium. Like it's just cooked through the bone. And unless you go to a real steakhouse, you go to a real steakhouse. Usually, they know how to cook it right, you know. But and granted, you shouldn't be getting steak at like Chili's, you know, or God forbid,
or Waffle House.
I just had.
They got steak at Waffle House.
They got steak at Waffle House and IHOP.
That Waffle House steak
will
do you justice if you banged up.
I couldn't do it. I still can't do it. I can't eat a steak at Waffle House. I couldn't do it. It just seems.
Another one that Anita's on Tulane and Galvez. Go get a steak from there. When you're real drunk, it's not a steak that's like a superb steak, but when you're real drunk,
you asking for a shitty piece of steak. No, basically,
it's like a.
Is that how you order it? Like, what do you want? I want a shitty piece of steak.
A shitty piece of steak.
I think
I think this is the place where you get
steak.
This is IHOP, International House of Pancakes, and you
want a steak
here? No. Why? Why you got steaks here? For what? Somebody want steak? No.
I'll be honest with you. When I go to IHOP, I don't usually get the pancakes. I don't think their pancakes are that good.
Hey, you going to Burger King and get some wings?
No.
Because that's probably horse meat too.
I understand why y'all got wings.
Like, I almost called the
Burger King.
police and pulled up at Burger King and they said that they was out of burgers. I was like, what y'all the king? I'm about to call the police on y'all.
Is there a fast food place that smells better and tastes worse than Burger King? I drove by Burger King the other day and I was like, something smells good. And I looked outside, I was Burger King. I was like, oh no, it's not.
I've done away with Burger King now.
Maybe like, Taco Bell. Taco Bell might be worse.
Yeah. Well, I don't do too much of a Taco Bell, but those chicken tacos were shit. But I've done away with Burger King, kind of, sort of now. I need to go taste their new chicken sandwich, because apparently it's made with real chicken compared to the other shit, which was not real chicken. I don't know. But I do like chicken sandwiches.
None of it's usually not that it's not real chicken. It's that it's what's left over
from chicken.
Yeah, when they get in the cutlets, yeah, they like put it all in a blender. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they put like bacon soda or something.
Is that the same shit that Chick-fil-A uses?
No, Chick-fil-A uses real chicken.
Real chicken and a lot of hate.
Chick-fil-A has.
You don't like Chick-fil-A either?
Oh no, I love Chick-fil-A. The amount of fucking homophobia and rape and hate that they put inside of their chicken.
That's exactly what Chick-fil-A needs.
That's great.
Homophobia and rape.
Well, it's homophobia and hate. Way up. Like, they'll stay closed on Sunday for religious reasons, but don't support gay people. But every time I went to Chick-fil-A, there was a motherfucking fag serving me my food.
Yeah, they don't hate gay people. They just don't want to get married. I don't give a shit. It's one old man. He's probably going to die soon
What is Chick-fil-A doing that I ain't never seen a ugly motherfucker at Chick-fil-A? Like, you could get a booger wolf serving you some McDonald's food, but not at Chick-fil-A.
What was that word you just used?
A booger wolf. A booger wolf. Look it up.
Somebody ugly.
Where do you look up that word?
Hey, in the Urban Dictionary.
I'm not even sure how to spell it.
A booger wolf? Booger and wolf. It's a crossbreed.
No, I went. They opened a few months back. They opened the Chick-fil-A over on Clearview.
You seen a fat chick there? A fat person behind the counter?
I saw a autistic kid who was very rotund.
That's rotund. That's
what?
Different. That's
was he? He wasn't behind the counter. He was picking the counter, up. But he was cleaning up shit. They still doing the work of the Lord.
No, I'm gonna defend Chick-fil-A. God damn it! it was like open. They were open like 2 days, and they had this boy, and he was very well trained and very polite.
Well trained, like a puppy.
I'm just saying, like they could have had him in the back washing dishes or something.
No, you break
He drew though. You can't put him in the back.
You gotta fucking clean up shit. McDonald's do that same shit.
Terrible. I'm just saying, opening week, that place was packed. It's still packed, and it's not even open week.
What I don't care
serving the food. Are they ugly? No. You ain't never seen an ugly Chick-fil-A server.
I've never seen an ugly chick, but I've seen an ugly Chick-fil-A person. The guys are not that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not.
I'm not even saying on a I'm a guy. I'm just saying, ugly guy when you see him.
I guess Chick-fil-A trying to just employ everybody in the world. I don't feel the need for, if you got an intercom, why you need this random person to come up to my car still and ask me for my order like this Sonics. Like,
because they're trying to keep it fast.
What?
That is service.
That is, you get the fuck.
That person.
You announce yourself before you approach my car. Put a bell on or something.
Like everybody in line and you just
no one's expecting you to come up to my car.
What do you think's gonna happen?
What? I don't know.
She weighs
I could have PTSD.
She weighs 80 pounds. What do you think she's gonna do? Yank you out your window?
You never know.
Hey, she's too
Charlies are everywhere. You gotta fucking be aware. Nah, hell no. Don't approach my. You announce yourself before you. Nah. Coming with your jingle change and shit.
Charlie died.
Murphy? Oh, Charlie. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Charlie Murphy died too. I saw him a couple years ago.
Why the fuck did I say
also
Murphy?
In Biloxi, by the way.
No, he said Charlie's, but ain't that weird that everybody from the Hollywood stories is dead?
Oh, the one that they was talking about on the Chappelle show?
Yeah. Everybody, even the reader, is dead. Except for Chappelle. He said, man, somebody better go get him.
Yeah. What do you mean the reader?
The guy that read off
the old white guy?
No, the reader was Charlie Murphy. He was the one telling the story.
Oh, I thought
Rick James
I haven't seen that in a while.
Everybody's dead.
Well, Rick James, you could see him coming a mile away.
Rick was going.
Yeah, I mean, his brain was there when he was on that show.
Charlie, she was like, Jesus.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
But, like...
Charlie was old, though.
Y'all know Charlie had leukemia?
No.
Nigga just kept leukemia to himself.
Just kept with a bald head. No, I had no idea.
Did Dave
Chappelle
ever
he did
come out
get
and
to the
say
point
anything?
where he was looking sick as shit, though.
I don't know.
He was real skinny. He got real skinny. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, on
Charlie.
Black Jesus, he was skinny as fuck.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, he looks sick. But, you know, no one ever asked questions.
Yeah, I saw him.
How the fuck you just asked if Chappelle came out and said anything?
If anybody's going to...
But didn't ask if Eddie came out and said anything.
What?
Eddie never comes out and says anything.
Eddie never said shit. Eddie never
Like,
said
man,
shit.
no, I don't want to come out here and say nothing because some motherfucker in the back gonna say tranny, and everybody's gonna remember
So
again.
keeping Eddie from the stage.
Who do you think's more famous right now? Eddie Murphy or Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle. What?
I would think so too. I'm just asking. I was just
Oh,
because I mean I grew up with Eddie Murphy, so even though he's not,
but Eddie Murphy had to stop because he
wasn't
got
funny
caught.
anymore.
No, because he got caught with trannies.
He wasn't funny anymore either.
What? Eddie Murphy was still making movies.
Yeah, but they wasn't funny movies.
What? They made a lot of money.
They made a lot of money. They don't
Them
make
Clumps and Norbit. Man,
that was terrible. And Dave Chappelle was in it.
Norbit might have been terrible, but everybody and their mama watched that dumb shit.
I enjoyed Norbit.
You know what movie didn't even make it to the movie theater, and I still watched that stupid shit?
That Catholic movie that he was doing?
No.
That actually looked pretty good.
The Catholic movie?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't see that one yet.
Mr. Baines or something like that?
Christmas or some shit?
I didn't see it. They just had him in
make a movie called Mr. Christmas. They
had him on the billboard in the monotone with the fedora on, looking to the side. I didn't see that one.
Yeah. What movie
I
you
didn't see
talking
that.
Jupiter?
Jupiter Rising? Not Jupiter
Rising.
You talking about the movie from back in the day?
Pluto Nash?
Pluto Nash!
Pluto Nash.
That was in theaters.
No, it didn't. It never made it. It was supposed to go to theaters. They had a release date and everything. Never showed up in the theaters. Went straight to DVD. And I watched it. It was horrible, but it was horribly good. So
you know that movie was in development for like 10 years.
Forever. Because it was been supposed to come out.
It didn't even start with him. It started with somebody else.
That was supposed to be Pluto Nash?
Yeah, I think so. It went through. There's a lot of movies like that like they start with one idea. 3 or 4 different actors are attached.
Woolworth?
You know.
What?
Woolworth? Was
you talking about Bulworth?
Bulworth was not with Eddie Murphy.
No. What was the one
Bulworth
with Eddie Murphy?
Been made.
What was that movie with Eddie Murphy? He's that kid with the braces. He was that dude with the braces. Didn't even do a whole bunch of stupid shit.
Dave, baby? No.
Meet Dave was when he was a big machine and had little people inside of him.
Yeah, not that.
Norbit is when he had braces.
No, man, not Norbit. It was another dude. He was like this nerd, and he was with
you talking about Bullfinger?
Bullfinger.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's what they said. People
didn't
enjoyed
write
him.
That was a Steve Martin movie. I mean,
Steve Martin.
He played half the roles in it, but no, Bulworth might be the last Bullfinger.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Might be.
You gonna say it might be the last funny movie that he did?
I really think
yes.
I think so.
People say Bullfinger. They really enjoyed.
He was funny. He was funny as hell in that movie. I thought he was back for a hot minute.
You didn't like the Beverly Hills Cops?
That was before
Bullfinger. And 3 was terrible.
But Bullfinger came out, around tranny time.
Did it?
Yeah. Tranny time happened and then
I like how you have it like it's an error in your mind.
It is, man, because everybody was doing jokes about it. On Comic View, they made a song about it.
This goes right back to the beginning.
You didn't enjoy Dr. Dolittle?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, so is the one with Daddy Daycare, but it's not. I'm looking for Eddie Murphy. I'm not looking for. It's like when you see
Boomerang.
It's like when you see Ice Cube and Triple X, and then you see him in Are We There Yet? And you're like,
it's like this not you.
You know what's funny?
You're playing a character.
I feel that way when I watch Triple X. I actually think that is him when I'm watching. Are You There Yet?
No, that's what I would assume. That's what I would assume.
I don't think he's that hard. I think it was when he's talking about it was a good day and he didn't have to use his AK. I was like, I don't think you have an AK.
Go teach a kid to be how to throw a football again.
On
the new one? I cried laughing. He does show up.
He does.
And I cried laughing when he
because it was the most untough moment of the movie.
No, because it's so over the top.
It's way over the top. Everything's over the top.
That movie,
like that and Fast and the Furious. Everybody should be dead like 10 times.
I went to try to watch it and I was like, wait a minute.
Fast 8 is awesome.
Yes, Fast 8 is very awesome.
How many times did die in that one?
How many times they were supposed to die?
I mean.
Like from the preview, when I seen him pull the two cars this way.
To be honest with you, there's a 5 to 10 minute sequence at the beginning of the movie that has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. It should have been cut, and is only there.
Was that an ice sequence?
Huh?
Was that ice sequence?
No, that's at the end of the movie.
Oh,
no, I'll even tell you what it is because it's not really a spoiler. So he's in Cuba because you know how like everybody's celebrating Cuba now, like it's this great place that people are trying to get on, inner tubes.
This is Castro's dead.
You gonna tell me that this motherfucker runs into Paul Walker in Cuba?
No.
Oh, about to say, man,
movie would have been. If that had happened, it's officially the best movie of all time. But no, he goes. Okay, so this might be the best part of the movie. So when y'all saw all the Fast and Furious movies, right? Or at least most of them.
Yeah.
Right? When you met Dominic Toretto in the first movie,
not Bow Wow.
What was his ethnicity?
What? Who? They didn't tell you.
Yeah,
Dom?
They said he was Italian.
Really? Dom is
fucking
is Vin Diesel, right?
Yeah.
They said he was Italian.
Spanish? I thought he's Spanish.
No, he's Italian. She's Italian. Michelle Rodriguez. Obviously.
Michelle Rodriguez is Spanish.
No, they were supposed to be Italian.
He was supposed to be Italian.
Okay. In this movie, they're Cuban.
Full-fledged Cuban?
I mean, they made it seem like it because they go and they meet his cousin and they're like, this is our place, and I don't know.
What if he's half Cuban?
He could be, but
that's some
he
Cuban
don't look
Italians.
Cuban to me.
No.
That's some Italian Cuban. What does he look to you then? What is Vin Diesel? Vin Diesel is fucking Groot. That's what he is. That's what we're going to... No one knows.
True.
He will not tell you.
That's a fair point.
You don't even know if he's gay or not.
That's true.
I mean, I've heard.
Have you ever seen him with a chick?
I've heard him talk when he's off stage. I think we know that he's gay.
Oh, so you think that? Yeah, because that dance that he did by himself to Beyonce. Yeah,
was that Beyonce? Wasn't that Katy Perry?
He did both of them.
Oh, that one.
He danced to Beyonce.
Yeah, when you said he did them both, I think you mean he danced to both of them because I don't think he.
He danced to both of the songs. He
went and danced to
he danced to Beyonce.
And there was some very feminine dancing.
Very feminine
this motherfucker actually, to say I am Groot, said, oh, this one was a problem for me to voice Baby Groot. Bitch, all you saying is I am Groot. And I'm pretty sure you're not going, I am Groot. They are doing that with the computer. You motherfucker. Why do you have to go up in there and act like, oh, I'm a tree. I'm Groot. I'm Groot. Like, shut up. You take yourself way too fucking seriously. You beige, khaki-colored motherfucker.
I think we just decided Kevin Smith is replacing Vin Diesel as Groot in the next movie.
They can pay me to do that.
He's definitely gay. He's definitely gay.
Okay.
You hear his voice like in real life, and it's like, ooh. Did y'all see that interview that he did for the new XXX movie? Where he's got some chick in front, because they do it's not called panels, it's called junkets, where they sit down and the reporters swap in and out and they just film all of it.
They just sit there with a poster right there and the reporter come.
That type of thing. Yeah. They did a thing with him, I want to say it was MTV, where this female reporter's like talking to him, interviewing him, not reporter, whatever, interviewer. And he starts going on about how beautiful she is. He's like, I just can't get over how beautiful she is. Isn't that right, guys? What? Look at how beautiful. It gets stalkerish very quickly, but not in a, I believe that you think she's beautiful. You
just read a tweet that somebody said that you was gay, so you had to come out real strong.
Like he really needs to let you know that he thinks she's beautiful. Because, look, I don't, half the stuff that people say is sexual harassment, I'm like, you're stupid. But, this is, it's, even though, it's just words, it went way over the line where I was like.
How long did it go on for?
It's like a 2-3 minute section where he just.
Oh, so she didn't get to ask no questions.
She tried. She started, he stopped at one point and started, and he's like, But I just can't get over it. Like, we can Google it right now. It's scary. But yeah, no, he's definitely gay. And hey, look, there's a lot of supposedly Will Smith's gay.
Sexual.
That's what they said.
That's that amount of money. Yeah. That's that amount of money you can't call him gay. That's that amount of money to where he could do whatever he wants. That's why his fucking son walks around with skirts and dresses on and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
He could do whatever he wants.
But the thing is, like,
you got an 11-year-old sleeping with a Disney star.
I wouldn't care if Jaden Smith was talented and he was weird like that. Like, look, I don't like Justin Bieber, but you can't say Justin Bieber doesn't have talent. So when he does weird, stupid things, you're like,
he's talented.
Well, at least he's out there earning his money.
You gonna say Jaden Smith ain't talented? Have you not seen Karate Kid?
Hell no, I see Karate Kid. Did you?
Yes.
Because he's black?
No, because it had Jackie in it. Fuck him. Fuck that.
I thought this was another situation where you got to watch the bad black movies.
No, watch it because of Jackie.
That's horrible, by the way. Is that a rule?
Yes.
Speaking of
rules.
All
black people have to go around and act like they watch Roots. But in all actuality, no black person that I know of has sat all the way through Roots. White people sit all the way through all of Roots. I didn't sit through all. I can tell you like basic jumping points in Roots.
I can tell you that they tried to chop off Jordan LaForge's foot.
Nah, he changed from LaForge then. When they chopped off his foot, he was James from Good Times. So how you change from Reading Rainbow to Truck Driver James and then they cut off your foot? The one that got whipped was the Kunta from Reading Rainbow.
Uh-huh.
The one that they cut off his foot was Big Buff James from Good Times. I don't know how that transformation.
John Amos?
Yeah. That's who they cut off his foot.
I didn't even know
he was Kunta Kinte, yeah. He had a daughter named Kizzy that he showed to the moon. It was like, oh, this is the only thing greater than you. That's some real black shit right there. You're supposed to know that part.
Speaking of black, and by the way, Kyle looks so bored.
No, I'm trying to...
You playing like old Nokia Snake or something?
Yeah, I'm looking for Vin Diesel talking about this gayness.
Have y'all both seen Luke Cage?
Yeah.
You seen?
Yeah, dude.
I was watching, and I like everything but the last episode. I thought was amazing, but there was one point where Alfre Woodard's in it, and she's like, they're questioning her about her killing. Spoilers if you ain't seen it, but they're asking her about who killed her cousin, and they're questioning her. And they're like, it looks like somebody hit him in the head with something like, say, a microphone stand, and she goes, you can't trust niggas with equipment. And I stopped and I went, wait, is that true?
That's a rule. You can't trust
black
niggas
people
with
steal
equipment?
Microphone stands? I've heard of black people steal a lot of stuff.
Hey, you know that's a fucking continuity problem? She can't be that person.
Because she's in Avengers 2. Oh, no, Civil War.
Yeah. She was the one crying about her son getting fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was weird, too. For a minute there, I was like, was that Alfre Woodard, or am I just really racist?
So now she's...
The answer's both.
Now she's Big Mama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means she's going to be a mainstay in the damn series now.
She plays a very minor role in Civil War. They shouldn't have done it because it's weird, but...
But Marvel is the one that said that you cannot be more than one person. That's why that fucking Agent Carter chick has to rely on flashbacks and shit now. You can only be Agent Carter. You can't be shit else. You could probably be somebody's made-up old grandmother. Didn't they do that? Didn't they make her real old so she could talk to Captain America? Bang, let's pay you a little bit more.
But she's fine as hell. She'll get another job.
What, they're going to do another Agent Carter series?
Oh, no, they're not doing that. Didn't do that.
I know. The second one didn't do good.
She can do other movies. She doesn't have to be in...
Not a Marvel movie.
No, but there's other movies. Marvel doesn't make all the movies.
Not my concern. Hugh Jackman will always be Wolverine. In fucking...
Well, that's not a Marvel movie. That's
I don't care. He is by Marvel. La Miz...
Well,
I will not watch it until someone tells me, hey, you know Wolverine went and cut the motherfuckers up while they were singing? Okay, I'm going to go watch it.
Well, Hugh Jackman was in 2 technical Marvel movies.
What you
He
mean?
was in Blade Trinity and he was in Deadpool. And he played a Marvel character in Blade Trinity.
Hugh Jackman was in Deadpool?
No. Did I say Hugh Jackman?
Yes.
I meant Van Wilder. Ryan
Reynolds.
No,
Ryan
he
Reynolds.
was in a DC movie, and he played
He
the
was
same
in Green
character.
Lantern, but he was in Blade Trinity as a Marvel character from the Night Stalker.
But considering Marvel, we don't consider Blade a part of all of the bigger
You can't
spectrum.
count X-Men either then.
I know you can't, but everybody was all up in arms. Oh,
I got you!
You don't remember everybody saying Deadpool was the first R-rated motherfucking comic book movie, and Blade was over here like, hey, what the fuck? Y'all just gonna overlook me?
Blade's the first real comic book movie in general. I mean, putting aside...
No, Batman.
Yes, I know. Well, Superman was before Batman, but I'm saying...
it was.
It was the beginning of the era of the last 20 years. Because the last Batman movie killed superhero films for a while.
So, who's Blade owned by?
Was it Sony?
Sony still has Blade?
Well, Marvel owns Blade now.
They gave him back?
No, they for those agreements, you have to make a movie every certain number of years. Like the last Fantastic Four movie that nobody saw because it was terrible. The reason that came out so quickly was because they were going to lose the rights.
Oh, so that's why they scheduled a 2 to come out?
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible.
No, not the second. The recent one, the one that looked like Chronicle.
That's why they scheduled a 2 to come out. They have a 2 scheduled for that shit with the same people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood what you said.
With the Black Human Torch?
With fucking
they ain't gonna make
Michael B. Jordan.
It didn't make any movie, any money. That dude's so lucky that he did
fucking the goddamn
Creed.
Creed, yeah.
Why? Because that would have killed him. That
last movie with Dave,
he should have killed everybody.
Isn't he about to be?
If that's the case, because dude, we're gonna do Whiplash.
Michael B. Jordan has a much better career than the rest of them.
He's about to be like Neo.
Is he?
Yeah, they're about to redo the Matrix, and he's gonna be the fuck.
I don't actually think the Matrix was that good.
I mean, did we talk about them two dudes both becoming chicks? Every time I think of the fucking Matrix, the dudes that made the Matrix, the Wachowski brothers.
Now that the Wachowski sisters.
Yeah.
Both of them are.
Both of them became trannies.
No, man. Really?
Like how you and your brother become a y'all think y'all in the fucking Matrix? Y'all came back as, oh look, came back as a girl now.
And the best part is they're the kind of transgender people that when they do the surgery, there's sometimes you see transgenders they at least look a little bit, like the other once they get the surgery. These look like, you remember that Chappelle Show bit where Dude's Night Out? That's what they look like.
Dude's Night Out.
Y'all don't remember that?
No.
It was a bit where they were like, they get in a car and they just go do messed up stuff and they get more drunk.
And they get some.
I think it's Bill Burr is drunk and he's like, "I'm sorry guys, but and he goes,
I'm gonna go fuck this hooker or some
yeah,
shit like that."
It's
a tranny.
It's
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then one of the other guys is like, "Man, fuck it," so he goes.
Yeah.
And
Bill Burr? Was it Bill Burr?
I think it was Bill Burr.
Really?
He was in the car. That was I remember because I've always been a big Bill Burr fan.
Yeah.
And he was one of those guys who just kind of languished. And then one day, it wasn't even Chappelle's show that propelled his career. I guess it was just him out there doing stand-up, which is unusual. Usually, you got to have a hit movie or a hit special. But
he was in shit. He was in Breaking Bad.
What you mean?
Was he in Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
You don't think Joe blew all these people up?
You ain't never saw Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Joe Rogan's like
Bill
the
Burr's
Johnny
on
Carson.
the same level as Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Joe Rogan's like the Johnny Carson.
Not
his podcast isn't, but
once Bill Burr started coming on the podcast, that's when Bill Burr started blowing up and getting all this stuff. Same with Ari.
Ari and Joey.
Yeah.
Well, nobody knew who Joey Diaz was.
Because we knew about him, listening to the podcast and everything, and then everybody found out about him once he started going on Joe.
Maybe so. But I mean, the issue that I have with that is just that, podcasts are big, but the majority of this country still doesn't know what a podcast is.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this in a minute. Today is actually my 5-year anniversary, the first time I ever did a podcast. And if we went downstairs right now and talked to my mama and asked her about it, she wouldn't have any clue what we're talking about. She does not know what a podcast is. She doesn't know what I do. I just tell her I record, and she's like, okay, I guess, you know. And she wouldn't be interested in any of this anyway, but I don't know. I mean, maybe you're right. I mean, I'm sure it has something to do with it, because, like, I always try to explain to other podcasters locally. I'm like, hey, you know, we should go on each other's shows and try and, you know, help each other. No, they're not interested. I'm like, well, you understand that's how it works for people that actually make money. I'm not saying doing that locally will make you money, but at least will help and get your show out there, you know, to other people. But anyway, but yeah, today's my 5-year anniversary. You know, it's weird.
Congrats.
5 years of podcasting?
Yeah.
It's a long damn time.
Over 500 episodes. I don't know.
That's how long I've been listening to Stitcher. And
yeah.
also how long I've been doing comedy. Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what day you started doing comedy?
Mm-hmm. Like May 13th.
Okay. Now, MHOG probably started. Avengers would have been in May. MHOG probably started in June of 2012. We could actually look it up because it's in there, but yeah, because MHOG started because I needed a co-host to review Avengers, and so I asked Wayne, and when I'm doing a review, I don't actually need a co-host. I need somebody to talk to because it helps me think things through. Yeah, so like when I'm talking to myself, it's all still knotted up because I feel self-conscious. But when I'm talking to somebody else, my brain works things out as I'm speaking. But anyway, Wayne did it, and he was like, well, that was fun. Hey, we should do this. And I was like, I mean, okay, I already got a show. I don't, you know. Like, that's cool. Like, I'll do it, sure, you know. And, but he was serious, and been doing it for 5 years. You know? So, we should do something for, like, the MHOG anniversary. I mean, 5 years is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
At least for podcasts. A lot of people don't last a year. You know? Everybody thinks, like, oh, I'll just talking to the computer, right? That's all I gotta do.
You need something to say.
Yeah.
You need to have something to talk about. You need to be relevant.
And iTunes will pay me, right?
Right.
You know. I don't know. Y'all got anything else y'all want to do?
I want to plug this 50420 show coming up April 20th.
What day is that?
420. April 20th. Oh, a Thursday. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
It's Thursday, next Thursday, April 20th. We are Young Funny, and we're collaborating with NO Trees. NO Trees. This is it's the first album I was actually on. This guy, his name's Nutty Piper, and Concept. They're a group called NO Trees, and
I think you've shown me stuff from them before, right?
Yeah. And I did like how Chris Rock gets on an album or something like that, or Kevin Hart, or Cat Williams and shit.
Yeah.
Get on the album, do little excerpts or whatever. Yeah, I did that. So, we're collaborating with them, and we are throwing a 50420 party. You can see us at Young Funny. We are Young Funny on Facebook. Catch us there to RSVP to the show, because it's going to be an exclusive area, and it's going to be nice and fun. We're going to have treats, smoker friendly, so, be prepared to be wild and high.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. It's Geneva Joy's hosting it, right?
We all are hosting it.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
I'm sorry, I thought that's what I read, but is you...
She's got another show actually coming up pretty soon.
Okay, it's you and Corey and Nina primarily, or?
No, it's the whole Young Funny group.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was looking at something different.
Me, Byron, DC, Gigi, Kamari.
Okay. I must have been looking at something different.
Yeah, well, we also have a Young Funny Presents show coming up every third Thursday at 14 parishes, and that's usually Young Funny Presents, and we usually bring like other comics and stuff. It's usually a $5 donation if you like. Sometimes it's a free show, depending on which one of us is hosting at the moment. You know, but that'll be coming up pretty soon as well. So check us out at weareyoungfunny.com on Facebook.
What about you? You got anything to plug?
Me?
You got a podcast that you want to talk about that you like listening to besides Joe Rogan or something like that?
Nope, that's the only one I can listen to going to goddamn work because I can't listen to podcasts anymore at work. Kind of pisses me off.
Somebody got in trouble?
No, I just work at the plant now. That's why I've been behind on all my podcasts.
Oh, okay.
You can't do that at the plant.
I hear you. All right. As far as me, you know, if y'all want to support the show, share it with friends. You know, you can, even if you got like family on Facebook and you don't want to, you know, just go share it on Twitter. That's fine. And I've been doing road blogs from my new car. You know, so go. You can go check those out on YouTube. Just Google. I mean, if you want to just check out the road blog, just Google Buck Lightning Road Blog, and that should come up pretty quickly.
Buck Lightning Road Blog.
And people have been liking them.
The road blogs?
Yeah, people have been liking them. And, you know, so I've been trying to do those more, trying to get more comfortable on camera. And for whatever reason, you know, doing it while I'm driving makes it a little easier. But I guess that's it. We're going to close out. You know, keep it metal. Kyle, you still
keep the metal. That was it. That's how you gonna just without the enthusiasm. You just.
I'm not waiting.
I know.
You do it.
And closing out, you go ahead and have fun, a good time, and keep it metal.